him in the mood.
It's always like you picture making music, like, oh, it'll be fun, whatever.
Yeah.
This is what most of it actually is.
Hey.
This is it.
Dude, this is the dude.
I'm excited we need more of my artwork hanging around. You say I farted and shitted, but that's a self-portrait of Eli right there.
It's an uncanny.
What do we have to work on right now?
Yeah, dude. We're cooking up beats out here, dude.
Kitchen. Just don't like the attack on it. It seems a little messy to me. No, I'm just trying to, because I really like the mid on that. Again, there's really good texture on it. Yeah, I think it's super warm. But I think if we
Probably take even more sub frequencies off of the 52.
come up to like 60.
It's playing the same.
Huh?
Dude, crashing.
Crash!
Dude, can I have some of your bowl?
Yeah.
Dude, life goal right here. Be sponsored by Red Bull. That's the motto we live by. We're in hot pursuit.
I wake up in the morning, dude, pour one into a bowl, eat it with a spoon.
You ever had Red Bull with freaking
For breakfast?
for breakfast?
I'm not talking drinking it for breakfast. I'm talking having Red Bull.
Dude, I
for
put
breakfast.
it on pancakes. I put it in cereal. Like, I love it with Captain Crunch, dude. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Anything that starts with crunch except for like Raisin Bran, because we don't like
any of the crunchy ones.
any of the crunchy ones, dude. Pour that. Dude, especially if you get like some coconut berry, dude, on there.
Oh, yeah.
Scrumptious. 7%.
It's always like you picture making music, like, oh, it'll be fun, whatever.
Yeah.
This is what most of it actually is. Your computer crashes and then you sit there waiting to go listen to the same sound.
Because you have a poison layer in your file that you don't want anymore.
There's a file in here, no idea why, but if we click on it, it like makes the entire program shut down. And so we just call it the poison layer. And it's like the sound plays and everything, so like it's part of the song, but if we try we can't change
edit it.
Like if we,
okay, how can we get this to work?
yeah, it's like forcing it to work because it's literally like,
And I think it's the piano.
Son of a bitch! Like that was the layer. Gosh, dang it.
It's the yellow one, dude. Song's gonna be harsh to mix, dude.
Yeah, well.
What do you mean by mix?
So kind of do the room analogy.
Yeah, so like the mud or whatever, everything you want to do is like, so you have 100 layers of like, so your stance piano or whatever, so you have to make them all fit in a space.
So right here,
So-
this is the space.
Yeah.
So this is like the master track that everything is inside of. And you have, from the lowest sounds to the highest sounds, you have to make all of it fit inside of this area. And so, you know, you listen to this sound right here.
So sounds compete with each other. Like, so
Yeah.
for
So you
example, like,
look, that's the space of the room that sound is taking up. It's a lower sound.
yeah, so then you go to like a kick drum, for example,
Yeah.
and the kick drum is gonna like
So you hear-
compete
so you-
with those sounds.
So you can see here you can see the kick drum is all down here, but you hear that those higher sounds, you're up here. But if
yeah, if you don't like, what you do is you sidechain it, so you kind of like, you duck the low frequency. So like you duck the bass line so that when the kick hits, it goes like this. So if we're like, you don't even notice
time it correctly.
Yeah,
so you can hear this?
Yeah.
We're actually removing the sound when the kick drum hits so that they don't compete, but then it also gives it bounce.
Yeah.
So that's how you get that, like, you know, because like in this house music in general,
Yeah.
that's why you get that bouncy feeling. It's because the sound is literally going like, it's going like this,
So
making
you have your
want
kick
to
and
kind
your
of
bass, and it just goes boom.
Yeah, but you know, so like a lot of these sounds, they're gonna take up the same like column of that room. And if you get too many of them stacked on top of each other, they're all gonna be trying to come out of at the same time from the same space. And it's just gonna make it so that it all sounds like noise. And so you wanna go in when you mix it, you'll come in, you'll take something like this. So this bass, the only sound we want is the stuff that's right there. We don't want it taking up any room from any sounds up here. And also really low down here, you can't even, like the human ear can't even hear it. So we just cut it out regardless. And so that way it's taking up as little amount of room as possible to give room for the other sounds to be able to be heard more clearly. So.
You're the bull, baby.
Just want to leave this one alone for now?
Yeah, I'm good with it. Oslo.
Oslo.
That's the name of the song.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of because like that's what it ended up sounding like. Honestly, like we were just trying to like find any words that we could that we thought it sounded like. Because that's like a very, like so often we take words and we name the song after like what the words we actually took were, but like we just like had the granulator slide, watch this like. So we just like slid it down that track and it says Oslo, like kind of when it says it, even though it's like playing all the sounds of a track over like a 10-second period that we just slid really fast.
But we we sat there for like probably like 30 minutes one day, and we were like, what does it sound like? Does it sound like I should know, let's go, all I know, anything that rhymes with Oslo, dude. We were like, what should we name it, man?
If you listen closely in this one, you hear that we made a lot of the drums out of this one actually out of skateboarding. Yeah. It's like a skateboard here.
And then right here is like 360. Also, originally that like part isn't supposed to be there. So we just we had a live show for like COVID, before COVID happened. And so we wanted to throw the song in there and to like make it more of like a live feel. We threw this part in there, and then something happened. Sometimes I think that there's like somebody upstairs trying to poke at me. but my computer crashed and we lost everything, like a year and a half worth of like music that we were working on. I wanted to die. It was like the worst thing in the world. Because we had, and that's why we only released 2 songs this time, because those are the ones that we could recover. Because we had like
anger levels were rising.
Yeah, they were.
I could only see red.
Anyways, we were able to recover this from our like live set, so we just like kind of have that song in there, and we're like, or this sound in there, and we're trying to like figure out what to do with it. Really, I think all that we have left on this one is just to find like a vocalist that we think fits the vibe. I don't know, honestly, I'm kind of intimidated, but because like
never worked with someone.
We've never worked with other people, and neither of us are like classically trained musicians. Like we do most of this shit by ear. As of recently, we both started to like take like lessons and try and learn like some theory, and so it's just like intimidating to work with someone who like does music, you know? Because I don't know, like I don't want to look like a dummy going in there. Hey, your song is like in 6 different keys or whatever.
Go for it, dude.
Watch the vibe.
No vibe,
All vibes. All vibes, dude.
Right, do you want to measure them or no?
Yeah.
That's really like a cool sound. Especially once we get side chain on it. There it is.
Him in the mood. I'm like, dude, are you feeling this? Oh yeah, there it is. Dude, I know he's stressed.
Oh man.
I got that.
It's a pretty typical day, yeah.
That's how it works. Some days are more productive than others.
Yeah. Because I feel like we got a lot done today, but it was kind of like,
Sporadic work.
yeah, kind of across multiple different things.
Like right now it's kind of like interesting stage because we just released music, so it's like, what do we do now?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but that track Oslo that we showed you in the beginning, we kind of want to put that one out just to kind of buy us some time, and then that one that we said we're trying to find a singer for, kind of like finding a singer for it and then recording it because we want to have as much time to not have to feel rushed. Yeah, we want to put that song out and then hopefully be able to put a lot of time and effort into marketing it to try and get it to be, I mean,
Reach its like max potential.
yeah.
I don't know, it's just interesting because like you're always like we don't know what to do. Like you're always like taking shots in the dark,
Yeah.
you know? You're like, will this work? Will this work? And it's just like experimenting, and then I don't know, you kind of just like move forward with the mentality of I just want to be able to look back at this and be proud of like where I was and what I was able to accomplish with like what means I had at my fingertips.
I like, with all my heart, love the one that we're trying to find a singer for, the We Belong on Melancholy Hill. Like, I think it is really groovy. Like, I just can picture
That's
myself.
with the skateboard, right?
Yeah. And just because, like, I don't know, especially with like the kind of things that we like to do, it's fun to make music that you could picture yourself doing it too. Like skateboarding or snowboarding or any of these, you know, on a boat. It's just fun to like picture, because I think those songs, Oslo and the We Belong on Melancholy Hill, I could picture myself snowboarding to them very easily. And so it's like exciting to like think about that prospect of like doing something you love to do to a song you made yourself. I mean, because obviously, like, we probably get more inspired by like movie soundtracks and everything than most other music to make stuff, and so it's fun to kind of have that in there. Good to feel that way. On our first EP, I would say probably both of our like our favorite track on the EP is called We Don't Know Why, and it's very cinematic. It's not a very, you know, conventional, typical song, it sounds more like something that would be in a movie. And it's probably performed the worst out of a lot of them, but that's because it's not,
Yeah,
you know.
It's also, it's really instrumental, and I feel like we did the best, like with that. I think it was like the
we
most-
had a violinist from the Utah Symphony that like we went
and recorded.
and
with.
like we went with her and we recorded the violin that we had written for it and everything and
It
put
was
that
in
in.
this like
so.
old house, and we had like, it was kind of cool. We were downstairs, and the violinist was like upstairs.
Yeah, we were like on like different floors of the house recording, so it was
Speaking
actually
with like
pretty
the
fun.
walkie-talkie. Will you try just a little bit of this?
Yeah, so we put like probably I don't think we've ever put more work into a song
Yeah.
than that song, but it kind of hasn't gotten much love. But like that's totally what we expected.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like something that most people would just like throw on,
Yeah.
but I do love it. Which is funny too, because the one that we put the least amount of attention into
Has done the best.
has done the best. It's always interesting.
All right. Well,
Peace, dude.
later.